Our predictions for the 2024
Spanish
Grand Prix. We have returned. We are back for a triple header. Racing coming out of our ears, Tom Bellingham. And we're starting with the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, which, with no chicane, should give us the greatest race of all time.
And it will, because remember, Madrid got announced early this year and everyone loves Barcelona. So I don't want to see a single complaint about this racetrack when it delivers a boring race. Just saying.
Wow, Tommy's setting some ground rules. Let's go. So before we dive into our predictions, it is 27 to me, 25 to Tommy. Tommy clawing back a little bit after Canada. So let's see how safe I have gone to try and secure as many points as possible. First up, biggest good surprise. I've never been more confident in my life with this one. It's happening. It's happening. And no, it is not Charles Leclerc. I have learnt my lesson, okay? I am locking in Lewis Hamilton. He is going to produce a banger this weekend. Mercedes looked really good in Canada and they bottled it. They threw away a potential victory. Hamilton drove one of the worst races he's ever driven, he said. It's going to all change in Spain. He had a great Spanish Grand Prix last year. He also, was it in 2022? I think it was 2022, where he was at the back and then caught up a ridiculous amount of seconds in a Mercedes that shouldn't have actually done particularly well, considering it was the 2022 Mercedes. So yeah, it's Lewis Hamilton, and let's see if Tommy's gone for the same thing.
Well, I actually wrote 2 down.
Well, that's not how... Sorry.
No.
We've done enough of these to know that there's only one.
No. But the reason I did it was I thought you might go for one of them. And that is exactly what's happened, because I had gone for Lewis Hamilton. So I'll go for my backup choice, seeing as though I'm 2 points down. Sergio Perez. Now, this is a bold... I've gone big again. I went for Lance Stroll last time and it paid off. So I'm thinking, let's ride my luck train to a Sergio Perez. There is logic behind it. Whether it will come true or not is another question. This is a bit more of a normal circuit, if you can call it that, and surely Perez has to get out this kind of flop stage, flop era, whatever you want to call it. That he's in.
Era. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, let's see if Perez can deliver. And to be fair, the benchmark's quite low at the moment. If he pops it in the top 4, I know you're going to be absolutely arguing
yeah.
Till the cows come home. Okay, let's go to biggest flop. Controversial. Because I am going to lock in George Russell. Yep, purely based on vibes, as we always know. But I don't think I've ever flopped George Russell. So it's time for him to receive the flop.
What a sentence that is.
I don't know. He felt pressure in Canada and unfortunately didn't deliver, what we could have seen from him. He qualified on pole. Wasn't able to convert it into a victory. Mercedes does look very good, but as we all know, a biggest flop is a biggest flop. But apart from Monaco, which I still will deliberate and contest until the end of this season, I'm in a clean sweep right now, -1, so it's not a clean sweep. But let's see if George flops.
Interesting. Biggest flop I have gone for Oscar Piastri Leclerc.
Ain't no way, because I thought about giving him another flop and I was like, I'm not going to do it. Because the amount of messages I got of people going, how could you flop Oscar Piastri, my boy, my goat? So enjoy the messages, mate.
Well, I will, but normally I'm wrong in this. So look, I obviously don't want it to happen. My logic here is, and I imagine this is why you were maybe thinking about it as well, high-speed circuit, tough on the old tyres, and that is... there's no doubt that Oscar Piastri is one of the quickest guys in Formula 1 right now. He just has to sort of work on his races and make him be able to consistently be very, very quick, because sometimes he can kind of fall off with a bit of tyre wear and things like that. It just feels like Spain could be one of those circuits. I don't feel like it's going to be a biggest flop in the sense of a Sergio Perez like I did last time, where he's going to have a stinker, he's going to be spinning off and all that. But I just feel like it could be one of those where he's doing quite well and his tyres go to 8,000 degrees and he starts kind of dropping back towards the end. That's my thinking.
Okay, pole position. Max Verstappen. I need to. Yeah, I know. But it has to be. It's Spain. There's no bumps. It's just smooth. It's beautiful. It's Red Bull all over, in my opinion. That's why you've gone and put biggest good surprise Sergio Perez, because I think, and probably you think as well, that Red Bull will actually have some kind of advantage around here, rather than it being very nip and tuck with a few teams. So yeah, I think Max Verstappen's going to get pole position and run away with it. This could be Bahrain levels, I think.
Yeah, I've gone for pole position, Max Verstappen as well.
Oh,
no surprise. I love the way you're allowed to say boring. I held it in because I was like,
no, you didn't. I saw it on your face. You literally snoozed.
I was going to
For audio listeners, you were like,
I was going to banter.
I love how for audio listeners, I didn't even explain it. I said for audio listeners. But you were doing a sleeping face.
I did this.
Yes. You were sleeping.
Indeed.
Are you of the same opinion then?
Literally copy and paste everything you said. I'd be amazed if Red Bull struggled here. I don't feel like they're going to be Bahrain absolute masterclass, see you later. I just think it is very much more their kind of circuit. And if Max can win at Canada when it's not their circuit, he can certainly do very well at the Spanish Grand Prix.
Okay, let's go to our top three. In third place, Lando Norris is going to be on the podium. McLaren are going to be good. It's going to be a ding-dong battle between McLaren and Ferrari for second place.
The fight for P2 is back.
It's so back. It's so back, and Lando's getting third.
Interesting. P3, I've gone for Sergio Perez.
Wow, you really are. You're backing this, aren't you?
This could go horribly wrong. But I am backing Sergio Perez this weekend.
So I've just had an absolute nightmare because I've just said it's Ferrari versus McLaren, then a biggest good surprise Lewis Hamilton. So
you're spreading your eggs, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm also going completely against, because it's not a fourth place for Lewis Hamilton is probably not going to be biggest good surprise. Yeah, maybe I am going to spread my eggs here. So second place is going to be Charles Leclerc, because it is. It just is. What a man. What a legend. Ferrari, I do genuinely believe, and not just from delirium, that they will be better. I don't actually know what the weather is saying right now. Let's have a look.
I saw warm, but it could change.
Oh, Sunday rain, potentially. Light rain.
Oh.
Currently forecast for Barcelona. But I don't think that will probably happen. It's quite warm out there. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think that it will be close. I also think Lewis Hamilton will be in the top three, but I'm not going to predict that. Because...
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on.
We just had a whole conversation about how he's going to win.
Yeah.
P2, I have gone for Lewis Hamilton.
Ooh.
Yeah, same logic as you. Very good around here. I did also cast my mind back to 2022 when he drove that brilliant race there. He did well last year as well. So I'm backing two people that you could argue, I mean, Perez is in a lot worse of form than Hamilton, but two people that maybe aren't in the best of form. And I'm backing them both. What could go wrong?
I mean, it is very... I mean, it's not great reading, is it, right now, when it's the Russell versus Hamilton head-to-heads this year. It's very heavily in George Russell's favour. Yeah, let's have a look. What have we got here? 2024. Okay, so George Russell beat him in the first race, beat him in the second race, beat him in the third race, beat him in the fourth race, beat him in the fifth race. Yeah, it's 7-2. Okay.
Wow, okay.
7-2 to George in the races and 8-1 in the quali, which, yeah. But I think Hamilton will turn it round, and if not, then he will be back in the media saying things that make everyone question what's going on at Mercedes once more. Let's go to first place then. Spoiler alert, Max Verstappen. What more is there to say?
That's my line.
That's the bingo line. Cross it off your bingo card. I fully back Max Verstappen, but I'm also going to wink straight down the camera and say, look, we could be doing something right now, because the last time I fully backed a driver in Canada, they didn't finish and were on hard tyres in wet conditions, and yeah. So let's see what powers.
P1, Max Verstappen. Of course. It's been surprising.
I love the way you say that, like we've had Max dominating every single race, just like Max, of course.
But he hasn't, has he? I think that's the surprise of this season so far, that even the last race, he drove a brilliant race to win, but his Red Bull was beatable. Someone else could have easily won there, and we would have gone into, this race with Max having lost more races than he won, which would have been a wild thing to predict at the start of the year.
Okay, so fingers crossed this doesn't come true. Otherwise, people might be very angry with us.
No, they won't. Best
No, they
circuit
won't.
in the
They'll
world.
enjoy a race. Doesn't matter if Max Verstappen wins, as long as it's a close race. But I don't think this one's going to be close. One crazy prediction: Max Verstappen Grand Chelem.
Please keep watching.
Yep, he's getting pole position, leading every lap, fastest lap. That's what Grand Chelem is, right?
Pole, win, fastest lap, leads every lap. Yeah.
Yeah.
My one crazy prediction is a crazy prediction that it's a crazy prediction, and it's that Lewis Hamilton outqualifies George Russell.
Oh, you
Cash in that
loophole using bleep. You disgust me. That is, fair
That is
enough.
a masterclass of a loophole, that. Can't wait for him to be outqualified by Russell by half a second, but it's a great loophole nevertheless.
It's a great loophole. Disgusted, actually, that I didn't even think of that. 3 crazy predictions. First and foremost, David Doherty 8, a Sainz win. Okay. We haven't even really mentioned him at all in this predictions.
No.
But
rumour has it that he might find out where he's going this weekend, but who knows?
Fingers
crossed. Been saying that for about 3 months.
Yeah, would love to know at some point. SteeG613, Sauber will get their first points of the season. To be fair, Zhou had an absolute banger of a race last time out.
He did.
Last Spanish Grand Prix, finished 9th. So let's see. He will need it. He'll need to just not qualify 20th and have a good race. That would be good for him. And finally, racing numbats. All cars finish the race. No safety car or red flag.
So much hype around Spanish Grand Prix, isn't there?
It is the greatest race ever. It will be missed dearly. But at least we don't have testing around there, so we don't have to see it as much. So we just see it during the Grand Prix weekend.
So we don't know. We're only 99% sure that Red Bull will be clear.
Yeah.
As opposed to 100% if we'd have done testing there.
Exactly. So
I'll take a picture for the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya reaction, and it's just.
And actually, it's quite funny as well that for some reason, I wasn't filled with delirium and Ferrari, this, that, and the other after we've just come off the back of being at Le Mans and watching Ferrari win back-to-back Le Mans 24 hours. So I'm proud of myself for actually engaging my brain for once.
Well done. Yeah, you could have been on the hype train. We didn't jinx Ferrari like a lot of people thought. I was very concerned when the door was hanging off at the end.
Yeah, me too. Very much so. Yeah, I'm really glad that they didn't lose it in the last sort of half an hour or something. But they won, so we don't curse people anymore. So
well done, Ferrari.
Thank you, everyone. On to Ferrari. They're going to win again this weekend. I've just turned on delirium again. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Lots of love.
Disregard all mass predictions.
Yeah. Cancel everything. Goodbye.
Choo-choo.